But yeah, so, what was I talking about? Hello everyone, my name is Jordan and welcome back to Jordy is Reading. It's been a while since I saw you guys. A lot of things have been going on. Not really, that's not true. But this video is just going to be kind of a recap of the month of December and what I've been doing since and what I plan to show you guys coming up. So I took the entire month of December off from videos specifically. A lot of you guys know I work retail and December is very busy. I also finished term 2. I had my finals and all that good stuff. So I kind of wanted to just focus on work and school and Christmas and home life and stuff like that. So I didn't film any of videos in December. It is January 10th. So I'm getting a late start, but I definitely want to be more consistent now that the new year has started and things are kind of starting to calm down with work. I just started term 3 yesterday, the 9th. So we're going into that. This term shouldn't be difficult. I'm only taking 3 classes if you count my biology lab. So it shouldn't be as difficult as last term was. Last term I was doing my English classes, so I wanted to really focus on that because I'm majoring in English, so those are important. But history and biology aren't going to be as time consuming for me, and work has slowed down a lot because, you know, it's January. Also, my birthday was January 8th. Happy birthday to me! But, my mom is awesome because she got me 2 Alice in Wonderland mugs. Look how cute and like topsy-turvy these are. And this one on the back, I love it because it says Curiouser and Curiouser. They're so cute. I love them so much. She also got me a Loungefly wallet, Alice in Wonderland. I'll go get that too. You need to see it. Look it! I love it so freaking much. I love Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is amazing. It's so cute. I love it. Oh my god. Okay. But yeah, so what was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, I also want to kind of do a short little wrap up in this video of what I read in December. So I've got my Goodreads account pulled up, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you won't know that I completed my Goodreads challenge. I will link my Instagram down below. Also going to link my Goodreads down below. If you want to, you can follow me over there. That way you can keep up with what I'm reading in like real time. I don't normally post any reviews. I keep the reviews for my monthly wrap-up videos, but you can see what I'm reading, kind of when I'm reading it, and when I finish it, all that good stuff, and what stars I give it. I do, oh god, I do, rate it by like star rating, so you'll be able to see the star rating, but I'll give more in-depth detail on my monthly wrap-up videos. But I wanted to go over some of the books that I read in December. Last year, my reading goal was 60 books, I believe. Let me make sure that it was 60 books. Yes, it was 60 books. I finished by the skin of my teeth. Like, I literally finished it on December 31st. It was horrible. Don't judge me. Okay, so I read 8 books in the month of December. We started off with Legend by Marie Lu. This, I've actually read it I think twice before, maybe. I know at least one other time, maybe even twice before. But it's a comfort read for me, so it was easy for me to get into it. And I was kind of in a slump because I had just finished Kingdom of the Feared by Carrie Moniscalco. So I was kind of in a slump because that book was not my favorite. So I wanted to read something that I knew that would get me out of the slump. And Marie Lu usually does that. But I read Legend by Marie Lu. Then I read like an entire series, the Falling Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. I read book 2, 3, 4, 5, and book 6. So I read, let's see, what are they called? I read Rebel Spring, Gathering Darkness, Frozen Tides, Crystal Storm, and Immortal Rain. So the first book in this series, Falling Kingdom, I read in November. And I really I enjoyed it. However, there are like 800 different points of view, and literally everyone is dying. Everyone is dying within like the first 2 seconds of being introduced. So I'm not getting attached to any of these characters. And I feel like this series could have been broken down into a trilogy. It's big enemies to lovers. So if you like that trope, go for it. There's a lot of world building. There are literally like 500 characters. And like I said, the majority of them die within the first 5 seconds of meeting them. So you're never really attached to them. But I don't know. Every single one of these books I rated 3 stars. Like they weren't horrible, but they weren't like, oh my god, you know? Does that make sense to anyone out there? I don't know. It just, I finished them because I wanted to know what happened. And I finished them because I wanted to know if they end up together. But, like, seriously? Why was it, how many did I say? Why was it 6 books long? Are you trying to be Sarah J. Maas right now? I don't understand. But they were good if you like enemies to lovers, if you like a lot of world building, if you like a lot of point of views, if you like a lot of characters, then I would recommend this series. If you don't want to get into it, because like I said, it's 6 books long. Like, I don't... if you're looking at a 3-book series and a 6-book series, and this 6-book series in specific, go with a 3-book. Like, you don't need to read this book. It felt very unoriginal. That sounds harsh. It felt very common. That's a better word. It felt very common. It did not feel like it was introducing anything new to me, if that makes sense. So, if you read the synopsis and you're not like, oh my god, I have to read that, don't. Not worth it. The next book I read was The It Girl by Ruth Ware. I love Ruth Ware, and I love the way she writes. And I don't know why. I don't know how this started, but I will read her books, like physically read her books, but then I will listen to the audiobook because Imogen Church reads her audio. Well, I don't know if she reads all of them. She actually might read all of them. But she reads a lot of her audiobooks, and Imogen Church, just the way she reads and the way she voices her characters, I love her. She's great. She's great. But The It Girl by Ruth Ware. So this book follows a young woman named Hannah Jones. And it's got flashback scenes, so every other chapter, kind of, is a flashback to when she was in college at Oxford. And she met her college roommate, which became like her best friend. Her name was April. And it kind of follows Hannah as she kind of deals with, she's pregnant, first of all. And she's also kind of dealing with the grief of the murder that happened while she was in college. I foresaw the twist before it happened. However, I saw it a little differently. But I knew who was involved. I just didn't understand how. I thought it was multiple people. It's not multiple people. I also don't understand why her husband, which her husband, Will, is the ex-boyfriend of her murdered roommate. So that was kind of weird. But I don't understand why Will acts the way he acts. I mean, it could be like his grief kind of flaring up too, making him act a certain way. But I just didn't really understand why he was acting that way. I didn't understand it all. But this is like any other Ruth Ware book, mystery, thriller. If you like Lisa Jewell, Paula Hawkins, read Ruth Ware. If you haven't read Ruth Ware yet, what are you doing with your life? She's amazing. I will recommend any Ruth Ware book to you guys. The Death of Miss Westaway, I don't know why, and The Turn of a Key, those two really stick in my mind. Those are both by Ruth Ware. Those two, I don't know why, but those two are like my favorite ones. And those I read the physical book, and then I listened to the audiobook. They're great. I love Ruth Ware. I love Imogen Church. If you like audiobooks, Ruth Ware audiobooks are the way to go. Anything read by Imogen Church is amazing. So you should check it out. Anyway, moving on. I gave Ruth Ware, I gave The It Girl 4 stars out of 5. The last book I read in 2022 was Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I was expecting a lot from this book, a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype like from Book Talk. There was a lot of hype from Bookstagram. There's just a lot of hype from a lot of fellow booktubers out there. It was okay. I did not see the twist coming. You could tell something was going on, but I didn't know it would go that far. Anyway, I digress. Legendborn is a book that follows a young girl named Bree Matthews. This is like a year, I think, after her mom dies. Her mom dies in like a car wreck. But she is able to go to like she's a high schooler, but she's able to go to college to do some college credits. She witnesses some magical events. She has no idea what they are. She starts discovering she has powers. It was okay. There, like the whole little order or whatever it was called, that was pretty cool. It gave me major Shadowhunter vibes though. So, meh. I feel like it's all been done before, but it kind of all circled around King Arthur and the Round Table and Merlin and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Everybody's like descendants of certain people, and they're all getting called to their time to fight, pretty much. It was okay. I'm gonna read the second book because I'm sucked in now. But it's just, I expected more. I expected a lot more from the way it was hyped up by everybody, and I just didn't get it. It was okay. It was okay. But I gave it 3 stars. But yeah, I finished all 60 books in 2022. So, the logical thing for me to do, right, is to bump it up by 10 this year. So, my Goodreads goal this year is to read 70 books instead of 60. Last year I got a kind of a late start on reading. And this year I've kind of hit the ground running. I've finished one already. I am almost finished with the second. And then I was surprised the other day because my youngest son, who hates Harry Potter, was like, Mom, can I read Harry Potter? Yes. Absolutely. I have like 18 books to choose from. Pick one. We'll read it. So he got tired of reading it because there was a lot of big words. He's only 8. He'll be 9 in a few days. But we decided to get the audiobook. So we're listening to that together. I'm just proud mama moment here, you guys. Proud mama moment. But yeah, so I really hit the ground running. And I hope that I'm able to keep it up. I'm sure I will be. I mean, you know, who doesn't want to read all the time? But with that being said, I have 3 book boxes that I have not opened. So this one is my last unplugged box that I got. Oh, it's probably broken now. Remind me in that video that if something's broken, it's totally my fault. But that box is from November and I haven't opened it yet. But I'm gonna open it because this channel is an unboxing channel. We all know that. And then I have 2 Owlcrate boxes. One is just from December, which is last month. Did you hear that? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, God. And then the other, I actually bought on Black Friday. And it is the January 2022 box. And the only reason I bought it is because one specific item in this box, which they later put on their website for another Black Friday sale. And I could have just bought it instead of the entire freaking box. But I bought the entire box. So we're going to do a video on this one too, because I want to show you guys what's in it. Because I'm sure you already know what's in it. Like, my favorite thing in here, okay? But yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll do the December box, and we're going to do the November box that I just threw in the floor. And I should be getting my January 23 box from Owlcrate at some point. I am also planning, because it looks really cluttered behind me right now, I'm also planning to go through my bookshelf pretty much and organize it the way I want to. I might vlog that just so you guys can be there for it. Because I want to go through all of my books and stamp them with my stamp. My mom got this for me for Christmas. It's amazing, and I've already stamped like 400 of my books. But it looks so cute when you stamp on the inside. Like, look how cute that is. And it looks professional, and it's minimal. I love it. I love it so much. That, as of right now, is the plan. I also have started using my newest reading planner. And this is one that I got in the November Owlcrate box, I think. I don't remember. But I've started using it. Really cute. I love that I can literally put everything in here and just be good to go with it. It's all in one little place. My books and like my daily normal schedule all in there together. But yeah, I will be using this for my monthly wrap-ups because it has a cute little section at the end of each month to write all of your books. Hello? Okay. To write all of your books, what your rating is, how you listen to it, or read it, whatever. All that good stuff. yeah, that's kind of the catch up of my life and this channel. I'm probably going to bombard you with all of these videos. They're not going to be set on Friday until I get like my newer book boxes in. But as of right now, I'm probably going to bombard you as I get these videos edited and done. That way, they're just already out there. Because I feel like they're so far behind now, hence the November box, that it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Like I said, I'm going to link my Goodreads, I'm going to link my Bookstagram down below. That way you guys can follow me in real time and know exactly what is going on, exactly what I'm reading. Head on over to my Instagram. That way you can see my Goodreads wrap up for the entire year. You can see what I gave 5 stars, what I gave super low stars, what was my longest book, what was my shortest book, all that good stuff. It was really cool for me to watch because I forgot about half the books that I read last year. But yeah, it was really cool for me to watch. I really enjoyed it a lot. And I think you guys will too. But that is all that I have for this video. I will see you guys in the next one.